When I come in, it's a bunch of gangs. So, all this has been going on since 60s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in mid-90s, but that's why it was like the prison culture that was accepted. That's what they did. That's their generations, right? So if you was weak, they sent out your cookie. Hence, how you got the large population of punks in the penal system. It's a grip of them from way back, right? Mm-hmm. The worst thing I ever heard was somebody getting their cookie snatched.
They Say What You Want to Say podcast, man. We back at it again. Like, share, subscribe, and jump in them comments, man. We gonna get right into it.
You know what, man? Y'all know how we do, man. Give y'all inspiration. Keep y'all out them places, man. What you got, little bro, man?
Hey, I just want to know straight up, like, what's like the craziest thing or the worst thing you've ever seen or while you was in there or heard?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think the worst thing I ever heard was somebody getting their cookie snatched.
Like a snack?
No,
like some cookies?
Like somebody getting their cookie snatched.
Oh.
Like somebody's getting
manhood.
Yeah, like somebody getting their manhood too. That's like, hold up, man. You know what? First of all, hold on. Actually, I need to give some context or like some history on prison culture.
Yeah.
See, prison culture for me, that leads to stuff that goes on now. Okay. And then I got to give some history on when I hit the penitentiary. Hold up, see, I already did it. No, I was just smash the like. Make sure y'all jump up in the comments. So, I hit it in 95, right? Old man Raheem, he was like my mentor. Old man Raheem he was, like 56, 57. He ain't never going home. Ever. So, they was like my mentor. He was from San Antonio. So, he's from San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we kick it. So that's the one I'm talking about when I'm with Percy. Remember Percy and I said, old man Raheem, the one that's about the girl.
Yeah.
And you tell me, man, you gotta let her go. This is your world. See, he already been down 20 plus. So I went down to 95. So he had been down early 70s. At least. At least. Yeah, because he was already been going 20-something. So, man, he used to talk to me all the time, man. He'd tell me about how the prison was way back then. See, way back then, it was completely lawless. Wasn't no gangs or none of that. Mm-hmm. And it was completely lawless. Actually, the inmates did the law's job that they do now. The inmates had all the keys. The inmates rolled your doors. They called them building tenders. Yeah, lawless. You got some criminals watching over criminals. So look, check this out. So he used to tell me all the stories, right? And how it went now. So the thing is, what I told you, like the worst thing I never heard. So he broke down the culture of it where, like, that's what they did, right? Mm-hmm. If you was weak, they sent out your cookie. Hence, how you got the large population of punks in the penal system. It's a grip of them from way back, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to think about how they became punks. They didn't come here from the free world with that. That they robbers and killers and all of that. Right. So, they did not come from the free world like that. How you think you got this large community of punks? And so he used to talk to me like that and tell me that. And I'm like, dang, he's like, yeah, because back then it was all about taking your cookie. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now when I come in the penitentiary, though, it's not like when I come in, it's a bunch of gangs. So, you know, all this has been going on since 60s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in mid-90s, but that's why it was like the prison culture that was accepted. That's what they did. That's their generations. You see what I'm saying? But the era is changing. Now you got all us coming in gangs in the, late 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
So let me ask you though, with that just said, like, so, because like you said, it was gangsters, they said it was gangsters, killers, drug dealers, all that stuff. So they just keep on until they take it, or they gang them? Like, because I'm trying to understand, because it got to be some that wasn't getting here, right? That's the ones that were taking
it. It wasn't like necessarily like everybody, but like a large section.
Yeah.
But like a large section. But what I'm trying to get at is
it changed up.
No, it didn't change in the 80s because they still when the gangs start filling up the penitentiary, that's when things started being like different. But back then it was like saying that's what they did. Hold on, see, I already did it. No, I was just smash the like, make sure y'all jump up in the comments. But it's still that mentality too, rolling into the 90s. Even though now gangs are starting to fill it up. That's just like checking and everything changed. From like when you come through the door, you get checked. Even it don't matter, even if you a civilian, we gotta see if you gonna fight. If you don't want to fight, then you know you got to go to commissary for us. We're gonna take your stuff, and that just depends on who boy you end up being, because you still got these people in here now from the 80s. Still, this is what they do.
Right.
This is what they do. We just now filling up a different generation where we shun. We look on that like, what the hell? And then we gang members. You know, we was gang members. So we coming straight from the world like, what? What the hell? But we fill it up now.
Yeah,
so the penitentiary is changing now.
Yeah, it's changing.
It's changing to a new generation now. They going out. What I always say, predator and prey.
Yeah.
They becoming the old lines now. Now it's new lines coming in. So
with that.
That ain't with that, but you still had some. They did that, but with the gangs coming in, the population of the penitentiary changes because we the ones filling the penitentiary up.
Right.
So
new era.
It's a new era, and with us starting to fill them penitentiaries up like that, and we got a whole totally different mindset. But you still got you still got the undercurrent, and so you gonna still have that pull too. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's going out now. So so when he used to explain it to me, and like when I was on Beto, when I hit Beto in '95, bro, hit Beto like September. I hit Beto September '95. Man, it was like punks everywhere. They had 2 blocks. Beto so huge. Beto it's 2 sides of Beto. You got the north side where the gripper blocks start at I. And then go all the way back. But Beto's so huge. Then you got the south side. The south side is where everybody, you know, like that was the good side. You know, you come down here, it's darker, all that, gloomy. But this is where all the PC blocks is at. All the PC blocks, closed custody, medium custody, all the blocks wild down here, right? This is where it's wild at. So, and like I tell you, that era was wearing out. So like them punks was so out of control. You know, they put soap in their hair to make it stiff. Like, yeah, that's what they do. But they would try to holler at you like they feel like they're really women, like you would be attracted to them. But that's the old penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to cut them up in the cafeteria one day when I first got there. And man, that was crazy. Got them, boom. So don't talk to me ever. Say nothing to me.
Somebody tried to talk to you.
Yeah. Because you remember when you was in high school, like if you switch high schools, you the new school. So, yeah, so when you come in, you fresh and like name it, they like, hey, what's up? Because they think everybody like that. What? No, this is a new era coming in. Get me about. Don't ever talk to me. What? Don't ever talk to me. Don't talk to me. What?
Okay. They say what you ready. Go tune into that They Say What You Want to Say podcast, man. With the big homies on Reed and Mohammed, man. Y'all go tune into that podcast. I know it's good, man. Bars.